Did I absolutely procrastinate fixing my car until the day before the show when I had an entire week to fix it? Yes. Are you guys gonna judge me for it? No, because you would do the same thing. Now, if you guys didn't see the last video, we were driving my FC to Tuner Evo in Chicago, actually Schaumburg, but we were driving it there and my drive shaft fell off. All 4 bolts were gone, so we were able to put 2 drive shaft bolts back in, but the drive shaft flange is bent, so 2 of the bolts didn't want to go in. I purchased a drive shaft that same day, and it shipped out the next day, but it's not coming until tomorrow, and tomorrow is clean culture. So basically, my drive shaft isn't coming in on time, and I wasn't able to find one locally, so we have to make this one work. Today, we have to diagnose the damage on the car. We have to diagnose exactly what went wrong in the first place, because I know that the drive shaft fell and hit my exhaust. So it broke off a hanger on my exhaust, so my exhaust is hanging and scraping on the ground. We have to assess if there's any damage to my diff, and then try to hammer my drive shaft flange flat so that 2 more bolts can go through. And hopefully we can make it work for 1 more day, or maybe it's just fixable in that sense, and then I don't even need a new drive shaft, but we have another one coming tomorrow. In the last video, I know I said that we were gonna go for a test drive to make sure that the calipers are working properly. Well, the test drive was the drive to Tuner Evo, and the brakes were the least of my concern because the drive shaft fell off. However, I know that all the brakes need a bleed because the rear calipers, I could feel it. It just wasn't as tight as it needs to be. So I figured while the car is jacked up and we're taking the drive shaft out, we might as well just bleed the brakes all over and get that all finished. And last, most random concern is my window regulator, because I don't know, it seems like it just keeps going out. Somebody recommended white lithium grease by WD-40, and I bought it and I never used it because the issue seemed like it was solved, but it's super annoying when it rains trying to shove my window back up and hope that there's no rain that's getting in. And then also when I go to events and I'm trying to like roll down my window to like talk to somebody, and it just doesn't work. So hopefully we can address all these issues today for the show tomorrow. Hopefully shimmy under there and get the drive shaft off. Oh, today's gonna be a long day, but this is my fault. I procrastinated for a whole week. Damn, you can see how low my exhaust is to the ground right now. I can see where the hanger ripped off right there. We shall do a further inspection. Alrighty, let's see what we're working with. Oh, okay, well that's good. It looks like it just maybe ripped out of here, but it doesn't look like it actually ripped off this hanger, which is good. It definitely dented here. Alright guys, here's a better look at the drive shaft and what we're working with. It looks like we were able to get 2 bolts in here, but as you can see, the flange was pretty bent, so a bolt wasn't able to go through here. So we were able to get 2 bolts through with a couple of threads on here. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Mike did the best that he could on the side of the highway.
See what I'm saying? I didn't see at all.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. And like we threaded these at the store and they worked okay, but it just...
Yeah, the bolt and nut were too big to even fit there correctly.
Yeah, and we got like a smaller size and a little bit bigger, and the bigger bolt just did not work at all, so we tried to make do with what we could. But yeah, this is what I drove to the show on. Just 2 of them, so very interesting. Oh, here's the e-brake adjustment. Really? It's right above the drive shaft. That's what I was saying, is like if we're gonna drop the drive shaft, we might as well adjust the e-brake as well. Okay. You know? Mm-hmm. But first order of business, I think I should just take the exhaust off because it's just fully in the way. Is this a hole? Here.
We should jack up the exhaust from that point to see if it'll bend back into place.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I should just take it off for now.
Well, if you take it off, it'll be harder to bend.
So you want to try to jack it up right now?
Yeah.
Shit. Alright. It's crazy that my Z has more exhaust leaks than this car. This car doesn't leak any oil, any coolant, any fuel, anything. It's crazy that the most reliable part about this car has been the motor. Like NA 13B full bridge. No upgrades to fueling, no bigger fuel pump, no ECU. It's just stock everything else, and it's just perfect. It overheated one time, and I pulled the motor because I thought maybe it needed a rebuild, but we put it back in exactly in the condition it was, and it's been running strong ever since. It's just everything else that goes wrong on old 80s cars. All right, let's try to jack it up from the lowest point down here and see if we can straighten it back out.
Yeah, let her fold. You're in the most awkward jacking position I've ever seen.
Me jacking, kicking my feet. All right, that worked. Looks much better. Much more straight and flat than it was before. A little bit, a little broken.
Jeez. That looks like the drive shaft hit it there.
Yeah, in both spots.
Just beat it up. Want a welder shut?
Yeah, probably. It's probably gonna be the solution.
What the hell?
That's why the car sounds so bad.
Subaru.
Subaru. What the hell? You know, actually, I got this exhaust off of Sam Cooper's FC as well. Yeah. So I have the key, the lock mechanisms, the ignition,
tails?
And the exhaust, and the tails from Sam Cooper's FC.
That's sick.
So, I don't know where this came from or anything, but
That's crazy.
that's crazy. I have a Subaru exhaust.
Resonating. It's hollow.
All right, so we want to weld this, you think?
I just want to glue it.
Do you think like Flexi Seal would work?
Where's the flex tape at, babe?
Remember those commercials where the guy's like, it will seal anything, and he puts it on like a boat that's like leaking water? Flex Seal. With the exhaust out of the way, the drive shaft is exposed, so we can take these bolts out and then remove it from the trans and drop it out of here. Also, I will say I just loosened these. These are not like loose.
They were still tight?
Yeah, they were tight. I used the wrench off camera, so I don't want people to think that they were just hand tight. Okay, come on now. These are the bolts that we bought at AutoZone. The flange here is bent up, so we weren't able to get a bolt through here because of how bent it was. So I'm hoping we can try to hammer this flat so that it will actually sit flush against the diff and be able to run at least one more event since the new drive shaft is coming tomorrow. All right, let's see if we can get it. Here, give me a couple whacks. Hold on, I got it.
I want to hit it.
You want to hit it? Okay, go ahead. Oh yeah, now you want to come out. You want to come out while I'm driving, and you don't want to come out when we're trying to fix you.
Keep going.
Oh.
It's so short and tiny. And
Yeah,
small
right?
And
And
thin.
it's so light.
Dude, that is so
light.
small.
Right?
It's kind of comical.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy how light this is.
That is looking like a Miata drive shaft.
It does. It does.
Let's compare it to a Skyline.
Okay, let's see. Skyline versus RX7 drive shaft.
Oh, it's okay. I pulled it yesterday.
Oh, I see what you're saying about it being a two-piece.
Two-piece with a carrier bearing.
Yeah, mine is just one piece.
You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about.
For real, look how meaty that is. There's this little stub. Okay, so visual inspection. Obviously, this is bent and it's not sitting flush on the diff. This may be savable. However, I feel like we should check out the diff and make sure that there's not any damage to it. So it looks like this nut did take some damage. However, what I do know is that this is not like an axle nut, so it's not something that can just be taken off and replaced. But I'm wondering if maybe I can just Dremel this a little bit, Dremel it flat, just so the drive shaft can fit a little bit more flush on here, but it doesn't look like anything else got too damaged. A little roughed up, but nothing too bad. Man, this is insane. Look at that. Just fully split through my chassis right there. That is absolutely insane. Looks like my subframe got nicked a little bit here. Some more wear marks here. This side as well. Luckily though, nothing that's not fixable. now knowing that it went up through the chassis, I'm gonna take off these storage bins back here and see if I can figure out where it actually went through. That is wild. Just straight through.
Oh, and it's on sound deadening. It's gonna be real dusty in here.
Ugh. Yeah, that sucks. I'm gonna attempt to hammer this as flat as possible. Alright, now I'm gonna wire wheel some of the sound deadening off so that we can weld it on both sides. Hello, old friend. Just had some Jersey mites, had Mike do his thing with my sandwich, and helped Mike with his quarter panels for maybe an hour or two. So we're finally gonna get back to the FC. I'm gonna have Mike weld up my exhaust holes. I'm actually gonna try to weld on this too because it's been several months since I've tried welding. I think back when we did my diff is when I welded last. So we're gonna do that. Then we're also gonna weld the hole in the chassis.
Alrighty, let's see what we got. Oh, we gotta check our settings first. We'll start there. If we blow through, we'll turn it down a little bit. Oh, we blew right through.
Oh, right through.
Made the hole bigger.
Turn it down. Oh my God. Straight.
You wanna try?
Yep. This is all blobbed up. We found a spot here on the back of the hanger that we filled just in case. A couple spots here. Then on the bottom side, obviously it's scraped here, but here there was a little hole. So fill that up, put a couple blobs. Should be all good. Time to weld the chassis. Not bad. Not bad for a little repair. We actually bought a couple of cans of this for the Z and the Integra. I'm going to use a little bit of this on the raw metal on the bottom. We went ahead and bored out these holes a little bit more so that some bolts would fit in. We took the drive shaft bolts from the R34 and they do fit in here. These guys. We did just have to bore it out a little bit more. So we're gonna see if this fits flush against the diff. They clunk every time you shift. Wait, it's my seat, bro. Because it's not bolted in. Are you sure? Where's your diff? Wait, I wish your car wasn't so loud. I think it's a diff. No, wait. There's two noises. I'll hold my seat back so it's not banging. No, that's good. It's probably because it's not sitting flush. Brakes are so hard as well. So we went for a test drive and I think the diff is clunking a lot. I might just send it and go anyways in the morning, but I also might just check everything again in the morning because now it's dark. So I might do one more bolt check in the morning and just send it. But for now, we're gonna put some stickers on These are from Spinny Whoosh. You can see like where the original lettering was, because this isn't actually a sticker on these. I think it's like, I don't know what it is, but it's nice because now we have a guide and we know where this goes. Ooh, I love the lettering like that.
Wait. Go line by line.
I guess it's okay if it's not exactly where it's supposed to be, right? Does that look pretty straight? I better not get a single nice S13, nice 240 comment now.
It matches the black taillight trim too.
You're right. It's like slightly off, but like I don't think anybody's gonna notice.
Fake RX7 owner.
Ooh, it's so crisp. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that. Now I can't remember if there actually is a Mazda one that goes on this side.
It looks like on that side it says Mazda. A few times. Okay, whenever I hear cars outside of your house, I think it's gonna be some NPC interaction.
Dude, you know what happened last night? Ubered himself to our house. So he had Ubered like some shirts earlier in the day. We look outside, there's a minivan in the driveway, like 1 a.m. And like, I guess they didn't change the address on Uber, and he just drunkenly Ubered to our house.
I really hope someone doesn't pull my card number from this. Except for you.
Yeah,
$10,000 limit. Get whatever you want, baby girl.
every time we use the grill, I'm like, this is the best $150 I spent on Mike's credit card. Damn, this looks nice. I like that one better, honestly. I think
they both look really good though, and they're like perfectly, I think, spaced up and down. I like it.
Yeah, thank you. Cooks, what do you think?
Ooh.
Right?
Okay, yeah, I definitely gave that.
Thanks, babe. Hello guys, we're taking a break from working on the FC to actually pick up some parts for the FC. I'm here at TF Works. Now, if you didn't know, Mike actually used to work here. TF Works, they have a ton of stuff that they supply, so you know, any seats or wheels or body kits or coilovers or just about anything you can get through TF Works. I actually got my M Sports kit through them. Got some cool cars out here. Got a 370Z with a Nismo style front bumper, honeycomb carbon hood and fenders. Got 350. I believe that this is the Origin drift line kit. Don't really know how I feel about it. I mean, it looks cool for a drift car. Not entirely my style, but it's got Minervas on it. JDM clears. Yeah, the rear bumper just does a little much for me. But I do love a silver 350 on chrome wheels. That does it for me. But the kit, I don't know. You know what I just noticed though is that you have the JDM clears on this one and like the same JDM clear style on the 370. But the real reason that we're here
that's where he is. He's or he's like, who knows? Still got his like blue truck and that. Oh yeah, just the shock covers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All etched up.
Oh, it's sick.
Which one of these seats do you guys like the best? I like this classic one.
Beautiful.
But I also like this one. I got peer pressured.
Top tier service. Right? The trunk is massive.
You can put an RB28, 5 in there.
Hopefully. Right? It's like
last stop of the day of the errands is here at Jose's. We're picking up some parts off of the black FC. If you guys saw that video, that was a part out car. We took a lot of stuff from the interior, but I'm also going to take a couple more things that I need for the car. And Jose's giving us some chickens. There's one in here.
You're agile. The one I could with Dome. Yep. You feel oily still? No. You want the other little small one? Like this one. No, not that one. This one like that. Where? That's it. Get the other one.
It's the, I forgot what they're called.
The mullet. So are they gonna have babies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's laying eggs. I mean, he's incubating eggs all the time.
My drone.
Storm is coming. It got so dark outside. Got the blue vert outside finally. Tony's FC. Huge parking lot back here. Okay. What's this? Oh! Wow! So whose house is this?
Friend of mine, real good friend, made for 40 years. I know the guy.
What about those two cars?
The car, they're selling, but they want too much money for it.
Which one? The
The
Civic?
black one, yeah.
Or the, what about the one behind it?
Trans Am?
Yeah.
Car been there for 5 years. The car is brand new. You should see the interior. It's all rotted because the sun. But it's all, that's a GT. They got
Does he want to sell it?
No.
No?
It's about 5 garbage bags. The interior is good.
So last I heard,
See that hole in the floor?
yeah, I was gonna say last I heard you cut out the floorboards. It's crazy because you can see the spot welds in here now. Right by the field. Oh my goodness. All right, we are back from Jose's and I have the chickens. I'm going to put them in the shed for tonight because the only place that sells chicken coops around us closes in about like 20 minutes. And I don't know what I need to get yet. I need to kind of consult and see even where I need to put a coop. But it's storming and I can see lightning and stuff and I just want to keep them safe for now. But I want to make sure I get them the right setup. So if you guys have any suggestions on how we have a chicken and 2 chickens and where we put them and what do we need, let me know, please. These guys are super skittish. I know they were probably so scared during the car ride. But temporarily they're going to be in the shed tonight just because it's probably going to keep storming pretty bad. I want them to stay nice and warm and dry. I'm going to get some food for them. And then I believe the temporary chicken coop I bought on Amazon should be coming tomorrow. So hopefully I can just set that up out here and let them be, you know, outside. It does have a cover so it's waterproof, but did not expect to come home with chickens today, but I'm not mad about it. I also put some water in here for them. They're hanging out back here by my axles. Well, we got 2 packages. We got something for the FC and FC. This is actually my drive shaft, but I also decided to order an HKS exhaust because after seeing that I have a Subaru resonator, I just wasn't resonating with it anymore. So we got her a nice new exhaust.
What's in the box?
I don't know.
What's in the box?
Hopefully more chickens.
Oh my god, just what we need. Wow, that's some big intercooler piping.
So shiny.
I wish Smokes was here to rate the welds on them. That's what he would do every time we got something new. He'd be like, oh, these are junk. He'd probably like these.
Yeah. I can do better.
Gotta do the knock test whenever you buy exhaust. Oh yeah, you'll be good.
Ooh, I like this tip.
What to say? Oh, we have the same exhaust.
We do.
Oh, and it's Japanese rated.
Really?
It's the JDM version. It has Jasmine on it.
Sheesh. Just me's and you's. 2 exhausts.
Two exhausts. You and me.
Yay! New drive shaft looking a little crusty, but you know what? It's gonna work. I don't know if this is dog hair or something, but it's gonna work.
This is so super temporary. I just got whatever could come the fastest on Amazon because I don't want to have the chickens in the shed any longer. I wanted to have them have a little bit of outside time. So I'm going to try to grab them out of the shed and put them in here. Hey, chickies. Hi, guys. We got the chickies a little temporary setup. This kit did come with a waterproof roof. I don't know if it's gonna rain, but honestly the sky is telling me 2 different things today, so I would rather be safe than sorry. I put some water in there and then a blanket. I don't know what chickens need. I just tried to make it comfortable for them, and then I asked my dad if he could come by and help me maybe make a chicken coop or something, because maybe we can build one. I don't know, I've never had chickens before, so I'm trying to take care of them the best way that I know how. They seem to be living life in there though. I've been throwing some food in there for them so they can grow up and be nice big chickens. Still don't have names for these guys, so the one with the red on his head, that's a male, and the black one is a female, so. Let me know if you guys have any names. I'm over here with the brake booster. I wire wheeled all the rust off of it and I laid a layer of paint down. Primer. Now I'm gonna lay down some paint and do this Extreme Chassis Black. I just found this in the garage, so we're gonna try it, make this look real nice, and hopefully this will work. So to take the old brake booster out, we're gonna take the master cylinder out, which is 2 14 mil nuts right back here. Clearance is pretty tiny, but we should be able to slide this forward and then take off a couple other things, and then it's just 4 bolts on the inside, which I believe are 12s, but they may be 10s. This side is a 13 mil for some reason, so we'll make sure we fix that. After this is loose, I should be able to slide this out. I'm not sure how much else we're gonna remove because this may or may not be enough clearance, but brake booster has to slide forward and then come out, so we might have to remove a couple other things, but let's get the few bolts that are under the dash. Should be able to push this guy out, and our brake booster is free. Extra level of security and peace of mind, just put the pin back on the bolt. With a little bit of struggle. This is the old paint that I tried to use on this. Now, if you guys are asking why I'm not replacing the master cylinder, this is the second master cylinder that I put in this car, and I'm still having the same issue with my brakes feeling really, really hard. But, you know, I already went down the line with brake lines and calipers and master cylinder. If that doesn't solve the problem, I don't know. This is original to the car. Probably just toast. The paint on the brake booster is finally dry, so I think we can throw it back in the car. I love that I even tried to paint it because getting it back in just scratched it. All right, let's try to. Oh my God, so much better. You guys have no idea how long I've been struggling with this braking issue. See if you guys can hear the clunking when I shift. Hear that? When I put the clutch in, it's a big clunk. I'm so glad we figured out the braking issue. It was definitely the brake booster because I actually have brakes now. Good morning. Let's check in with the Chicky Monkeys. I have not named them yet, so again, if you guys have any suggestions on what we should name them, I got Nuggin and Tender. Somebody said Lug and Nut, which I thought was really cute. They are having a whole lot of fun in here. I fed them already twice this morning. I just don't know how much food they need, and I don't want them to starve, so I just keep throwing food in there. Anyways, my rear storage bins and my rear carpet still kind of smell like rat. Tried to clean it as best as I possibly could, but for some reason they still smell, and it's like when I open it I smell it all over again. So there's actually a detail shop literally like 2 minutes down the road from me, and I just called them and they said that they can try to shampoo it out. So I'm gonna leave it to the professionals on that one. I think this is the one that smells the worst. Oh yeah, I can smell it even just from opening it like that. Rear carpet, might as well just get it shampooed. Got one of the stance coils here on the driver's side. I had to adjust it about 1 or 2 times. It looks good. I'm super excited to run these. Very happy to support my boy. Use code PRIZZA if you want 20% off, and you get PRIZZA engraved up here on the top of the coilovers. It's so cool to see them next to each other. So anyways, we're gonna move on to the passenger side. And thank you guys. I read all of the comments. I make mistakes sometimes, all right? I didn't know what I was doing here with this wheel bearing nut, and I torqued it down with the impact. And I heard you guys. I know now that that is not the right thing to do. In my head, I'm thinking it's loose. It needs to be tight. Let me torque it down. So I did look up the torque specs. I've got a torque wrench here, and from what I've seen on the forums, it says to do about 22 to 25. I'm gonna maybe do 23 foot-pounds, and then rotate it 3 times, and then back the nut off a little bit. It's not supposed to be tight, so take it from me. I made the mistake. Do not torque down your wheel bearing nut with an impact, all right? Thank you guys, again, for all the comments and all the help, because it's something I would have just never known. And even Mike didn't even know. He was just like, oh yeah, tighten it, you know? So we all learn, we make mistakes, but thank you guys for holding me accountable. So let's go fix it. I torqued this down to spec. I backed it out a little bit after doing about 3 rotations, and I think this should be all good. In terms of setting the ride height, the first mistake I made on this side was trying to match the BC exactly over to the stance coil. And then once I installed it, it was just too low. So obviously there's going to be a little bit of a difference between the different brands. But now I have a measurement of what I did on this side. So I'm going to copy it on this coil, make it as close as possible. So to adjust the ride height, spin this collar up. And you also spin the bottom of this guy. Normally I would jack up the bottom of this control arm here so that I could get the bolt holes to line up, but it's actually lining up pretty well on its own. Before we get too excited, let's put the wheel on and make sure that the fitment looks good on this side. Okay, we gotta go up. It is right on the fender. So we were pretty close on the measurements, but just go up a little bit more. Third adjustment. Let's see how we did. All right, that is much better. It's still pretty close, but we cleared. And that is all that matters. Fitment still looks good. Let's check the other side. There we go. Clears. We're good. Oh man, look at that. I love that. I was worried because the stance is down here and the Prizza was up here, and the shape of the top hat was a square, so it's like, man, I hope that you're still able to see either the stance or the Prizza, but I wasn't sure how it was going to line up. And I love that you can see Prizza on both sides. Build, thrash, inspire. Absolutely love how this looks. Looks so clean. So If you guys want to get some new suspension for your car and also support Mike, go to Stance-USA and use code PRIZA for 20% off your order and get yourself something nice. It's time to speed run the rear end. I'm talking no talking, no dilly-dallying, just installing. We're going to do the coils, the drive shaft, and the exhaust. So let's get it.
Yeah, jealous, but really I could tell it.
I'm so sad to say that we are going to have to put the old exhaust back on. I was so excited to hear this HKS exhaust. However, there is about 1.5 foot gap between the pipes. So I don't know how this exhaust was welded up, as well as my little mid-pipe situation going on there. So I think in the next video, we will go to Zach, who does all of Mike's fab stuff, and we'll have him fab us up a pipe. I am truly really sad and disappointed because I wanted to put it on today and just hear what it sounded like. I'm so sick of my old exhaust, but I think we should throw it back on and take it for a test drive and confirm that everything was done properly. Back on the ground with the new stance coils, new drive shaft. See how we did. I won't even lie to you guys, that test drive was so mid. Like, the car is still clunking when I put the clutch in, so I figured that the U-joint on the drive shaft was the problem, so putting a new drive shaft with a fresh U-joint would fix the problem, but clearly that's not the issue. So a little disappointing that we did all of that and it's not even the issue, so need to do further research on that. And now the car is stuck idling at 3,000 RPM. Now with the full bridge, it usually idles around like 1,900 to 2,000-ish. So 3,000 is very, very high, and that is not good. So I already checked if there was a vacuum leak between the brake booster hose, because we did replace that, so that's the one thing I was thinking of, but it doesn't seem like it's causing a leak. I tried unplugging my MAF sensor and adjusting the idle with the idle screw, and nothing really changed. So just one more issue to add to the list. But you know what? We win some and we lose some. You know, we'll figure it out, and hopefully by next week we'll be back. This is all part of the process, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me through all of this. Sometimes you think you fixed something and you just didn't, which is okay, because that always means that there's more learning to do. So I will see you guys in next week's video. We're going to be going to Final Bout next week, and I'm also having my best friend Ava fly out from Texas. She's coming with us to Final Bout, and I'm so excited. I'm going to do a couple videos with her. So I will see you guys next week, and yeah, bye.